Money makes the world go around, yet a side of a revolution. The great rising of poverty calls for a solution. Zeal, a lot of it is needed. 8 billion people and we all need to be fed. We need to know the way people are being poorly treated. Financial aid can get poverty defeated. Use the commonwealth for the common good of common people. I'm no communist, but the privileged newborn should probably be equal. Same book, same chapter, same page, we don't want no sequel. Greed has been an overarching villain since its prequel. Christian, prodigus, and prodigal, a vigorous, prodigal. And they just value for disastrous equals a lost and fallen pride, not modified, except patron of being glorified, living with horrified, Captain Kelly killing creatures and killing the economies of the best ossified, at a reasonable price, including the profit that it provides. Captain take the excuse for different time, counting down when the food is cheaper price. It's nice being top of the food chain. My comfort is fueled by their pain. They may drop there, but at least not in vain, because of their work they provided me with amounts of monetary gain. You know what they say, no pain, no gain. If you complain, then grow a brain. Get richer if you can't handle the strain. Can't look up cause I'm on my plane. And money don't grow on trees, but they grow on labor I have for free. Be grateful for tables that come with seats. Now eat the least and back beneath and make my tea in 40 degrees. You may be free, but not for free. Be clear as feet, walking idly. You want to feast, but don't be so greedy. Have your peace, and you have your leaves. Don't try to leave, that's my decree. My order creed, from what I see, that's you all you can be. So take a seat, but don't relieve. You can afford to leave. Impaired realism leads to the suffering for many. We need to count and our sense will change any size. We can rely on luck or we'll just be sitting ducks. We, the people, had them hit them like a truck, or the leaders would give a single buck. What kind of progression diminishes the right of man? Then arguments the leaders instead of low life spans. How can let the spiners have to work and break their backs when it's the backbone of our great society? Backtrack and rack this, backtrack, back on track, attack and hack the stack of propriety. Corporate like to spread out their shy service. In reality, altruism is of little interest, but there's large interest of mortgages. Got people in a mortgage shutting the door to useless fun if you can even afford a door. Hi, I'm a farmer, I work hard from dusk to dawn, growing corn, just trying to hang on, just a pawn that's long withdrawn, can't move, so I'm stuck on the lawn, savory's part of the fauna, so much hot gas, it feels like a sauna, just the way I'm born, a husker is so torn, my brain just born, and I'm torn from falling like a marathon, the gone, the food on the table, we depend on and sing a sad song, a crowd's begun like a phenomenon, going to Luke at a party, my ghost star, far from even Galleon. What can imagine sense of this happy or little hope or to even try to revoke? We know it's just going to be met with larger posts and revoke. We quote, we're still revoked. It would go so for working close. Every day that's happened, we're trying to cope. This happened coast to coast. There's a bull sleeping. What's good being yoked? Our rest revoked. Our hope post. It's a common folk that's in the choke. Tilted but live on the slope. Slung like the gyroscope of the singing boat. This 30 rights means 36 half-Dutch attempts to even provide it. Cause 60 to 16 struggling all day, then semi-trucks to take the work away. It triggers me in this trifling and tribulation. You treat your chicken into trivial and then training in a relationship. Call that a pyramid scheme. Cash and crash into a crash, a fast track, an ash and a flash, and boulder dash with no backlash. And gotten brash of the stash of trash, putting people on different end on dividends. Many men's needed to a men and men's. Train a friend and slend a land and spin to the end. Then men meets again, then we okay and free and make men. 23% of the globe is below a poverty line, 1.8 billion below a 6-foot deadline. Time is money, or time is running out, losing the essence of offering other people help. Got Equatorial Guinea and Burundi and Eritrea, and so much more. Yet the stomachs are empty, you're reluctant to fill it. Your acacia can sometimes be worse than war. We have to come and hit the places harder than a magical bullet. Muslims did a siphon the way people are poor. How did deviation become the standard? What's the point in raising the debt ceiling when people are dying on the city floors? Scraping the floor for change and scraps is a sad reality for many victims. If no money, they work to collapse. Yet junkies and scoundrels is how we depict them, starving to death. They have no choice, for many it's out of their control. Every day, with no reason for rejoice, they die without ever growing old. From this act of inaction to us it is none with satisfactory reaction. We turn our blind into the slums. A subtraction from faction, complacence is what we succumb. Refraction for counteraction is a path that is to come. No more detraction for inaction. With satisfaction, reaction, and attraction of passion, you have hope of better in this next term. It's easier said than done, but acceptance is the first stage of the grief. Unless we have the masses of willingness, we cannot have families. But it's a serious issue that ought to be eradicated. Help is a needed issue, then we can make the world a better place. The road that's long awaited. Hold on, where's all my riches? Without it, my ego itches. We have some, but it's not stolen. It's a broken system being broken. I need you back on the field. Your products I need to yield. We'll work as long as you give us the right to live. That's the least you could give. No! My exploitations! My rights violation! I need my cheap labor. It's for my corporation. Well, it feels to be good. And Phil, with you and many others' help, this is what we can fulfill. What? I'll never go back down to be a worker. Well, I hope like giving up your narcissism.